What's going on? It's your dog Art Man the Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Look, a lot of folks are upset right now, and I understand because your man's not in the position that you thought he was going to be in. He's actually in a shitty situation, and we got to speak on it, man. Right now, uh, it's looking like Fedor versus Errol Spence may be next, according to Fedor's manager. He came out and said, Crawford can't sell out 90K, saying seats. He just can't. So, we're in this game to make some money. So it's looking like Errol Spence Jr. is next. But a lot of folks are saying, oh, well, man, well, you know, the belt and the WBO and all that shit. Look, save that shit because that shit's dead, my guy. They might end up vacating the belt to make the Errol Spence versus Fedor fight happen. And guess what? Nobody's gonna give a fuck if that WBL belt is not on the line at all, because the WBC belt is still gonna be on the line, and that's a comeback fight for Spence at Jerry's World at the Cowboy Stadium. That fight's gonna do numbers. Live Gate is gonna do some fucking numbers. It definitely is. Both fighters, and they already have a story. Both fighters, one fighter he came back after a KO loss and won a belt. Can this fighter come off a KO loss and win this belt? It's already written, bro. Come on now. But Bud fans, they still stuck in 2000 motherfucking 23 talking about, so well, Bud beat Spence, so he deserves this and he deserves that. Man, look, this is business. Bud ain't selling no seats, nigga. He ain't selling no tickets. He ain't putting asses in seats like that. And he's out here shitting on the PBC, or he was shitting on the PBC, talking about, not trying to sign a multi-fight deal with them, talking about these guys stalled him out. They try to protect Spence, basically try to shit on that network. So now it's like, bro, this network is in a position where it's like, nigga, we see that regardless if you want or not, our guy is still marketable. And we'll put him in a position to win. And Bud fans, they not liking that shit right now. They not. They out here talking about integrity and what's right and all this other shit. Niggas is like, bro, save that shit because nobody's trying to hear it. Because Boots wanted that smoke. And you told Boots he don't deserve that shit. So niggas is like, bro, this shit coming around full circle, my guy. It's coming around full circle. When my dude cried, he said, yo, what's up, cried, man? Look, folks are upset, and I understand. But y'all Bud fans, y'all gotta get out of 2023. It's over. It's over, my guy. It's not 2023 no more. They talking about some, well, look what Bud did. Yep, Bud did it. Now what? Where do we go from here? What do you do next? Oh, wait, I know. Fight guys like Eubank Juniors or whatever that guy name is that's ranked on the WBO after Tim. Come on now. Said Tommy Game talking about back on here trolling. Ain't nobody trolling. I'm just keeping it 100. I don't got to troll. I'm just keeping it 100. And look, niggas thought I was crazy because they telling me, oh, look at the Fedor video. Fedor said he wants to fight Bud after. I said, I literally told these guys, I said, dude, stop listening to that shit, because once they sit the man down and they start evaluating the numbers and talking about what the projection is going to be and how much money you're going to receive, nigga, all that Bud talk is going to go out the fucking window. What network is going to pick up that fight? A PBC fighter is not going to fight on no other network against Bud when this guy has two straps. Hell no. Hell no. He said Bud sold out the shot. 18,000 people against Avenesian. Nigga, hell no. 18,000 people was not at motherfucker. 18,000 people was not at that Avenesian fight, bro. Get out of here. Hell no. 18 18,000 people was at motherfucker, bro. Hell no. Hell no. But don't sell fights. 90 imagine Fedor versus Spence at the Cowboy Stadium. We don't have to really imagine for too long because it's gonna happen. But like I said, man, Bud fans, they stuck in 2023, man. They feeling like Errol Spence owes them something. Errol Spence doesn't owe him shit. Last time I checked, you guys were saying, "Oh man, if he want the rematch, he has to fight at 147. Ain't no guarantee if he going up to 154. He needs to stall PBC out and try to get their money." All that shit, man. I've been hearing that shit for a minute. I've been hearing that shit for a minute, dog. But you Bud fans, y'all going out super sad trying to discredit motherfucking Spence. Look, I heard a motherfucking Bud fans say that Spence protected his whole career, that the Yukas fight was motherfucking fixed. Nigga told me the Yugas fight was fucking fixed, bro. And Spence is a coward and all this shit. I'm like, man, y'all niggas on that fucking bullshit. But it's entertaining though. Said nobody's discrediting Spence. You're the one that's discrediting Crawford, bro. Nigga, I'm not the one discrediting Crawford. Fedor's manager discrediting Crawford, nigga. Fedor's manager literally's on record saying, nigga, Bud does not sell 90K seats. There's no way we're gonna fight him over Errol Spence Jr. He said Bud can wait. He can wait down the line. Maybe we'll fight him down the line. But right now we want Spence. And that's that. That's that, my guy. But Bud, here's the thing with Bud. It's not like he's just shit out of luck and there's nothing he can do. He can't get the bread. Nah, that's not the case. He know what he has to do. And that's fight motherfucking Boots Ennis. He know what he has to do. He know exactly what he has to do, and that's fight Boots Ennis, bro. PBC is they're not in the business of giving guys handouts. You said, why do it matter if Crawford gets the WBO and Spence gets the WC? That's not, WC isn't the great setup for a rematch. There's no rematch, bro. That's just done. There's no rematch. There's no Errol Spence Bud Crawford rematch at this point. Because that ship could sail, man. They was supposed to do that shit. Errol Spence had that injury. Bud wasn't for sure on which weight he wanted to rematch at. And now we're here today. And that's what I'm trying to explain to Bud fans. Like, dog, y'all still living in 2023 talking about what Spence got going and what Spence gonna do. That shit's done. It's over. Time to move on. Like y'all been telling us to move on. It's time for you guys to move the fuck on. What's going on, Crod?
Hey, how's it going, Art Man?
It's going good, man. A lot of people are upset with me because I agree with Fedor fighting uh, Errol Spence Jr. next at the Cowboy Stadium over Bud Crawford.
Yeah, I'm actually, well, at first, like, I was thinking, like, like, initially Crawford should get the fight for the winner of Fundora versus Tim, but, as much as I hate, sanctioned bodies, I don't really care what their politics, but, I definitely, like, agree with you. I think Spence should just max out with, Fundora because, if you think about it, Crawford, he can go ahead Tim Zoo. I don't know if that's a good move. If you can agree with me,
I don't even think
fight
he'll
him,
get that. I don't even
and
think
then
he's
you
gonna
know
get
if
that
he
Tim
wants
Tszyu fight.
to, he could just go ahead and unify with Bud because like I could throw out maybe Keith Thurman. Like if that's still open, but just like where it stands, like I guess we can both agree like Errol Spence he's a bigger draw than Bud, and on the PBC promotional politics and it makes sense of why Spence and Fundora makes a better fight than just having Crawford just step in and get his shot because it's like the truth is like Crawford if he goes ahead and beats Fundora in which like I would think his style could potentially beat him, it's like Spence will have to end up fighting him down the line. But I just think like on an economical standpoint, Spence and Fundora makes way better sense because there's a huge market on both fan bases, and Errol Spence beating Fundora to become unified is actually a bigger it's a bigger sell to the market. And then if anything, I think Bud, he should just, wait it out then. Because if you think about it, let Spence beat Fundora, and then Crawford, he could fight Spence in the rematch, and then Crawford, he can have a opportunity to become unified and a four division world champion at 155. Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, I guess sorry, man. He just
I don't know. Sounds like you're kind of breaking in and out. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds like you got a little static. But yeah, man. I feel like it's best that Spence gets this fight and Bud moves on with his career. Hopefully he fights Boots because it's not like he has no option. He has a great option, which is fight a skillful guy like Boots. But his fans, they don't want that. It seems like they want to bring back Errol Spence to do a rematch after they said they don't want a rematch, which is crazy to me.
I was gonna ask, would you think Keith Thurman would be a better opponent to stay busy for Crawford and then fight Spence after fighting Fundora?
You can't even trust Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman can't even trust his own body. He's done.
Or how about Crawford fights Erickson Lubin?
And I did. I heard that, and I don't think that's a bad fight at all. Terrence Crawford versus Lubin. That's
Yeah,
actually a
because
that actually is a pretty good fight, to be honest. And I
yeah.
feel like
Plus,
yeah, I feel like that's actually a
yeah,
pretty good fight.
yeah. I'm actually going to promote that on my Instagram page, but I think Lubin, he's that perfect fight for Crawford because that is one, a 50-50 fight, and two, Crawford will get more southpaw experience fighting a guy like Lubin. And on top of that, that's more promotional gain because it's like, this is a good matchup, that could have like that could easily have like a good stack card on top of it. Like I think Crawford should go ahead and fight him because if anything, Lubin, he can easily have like a much, like harder scale matchup fighting Crawford versus like Crawford fighting Chris Eubank, and it's like nobody doesn't want to see that fight.
My bad. I had got a phone call. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
I
can
think
hear.
yeah, Yeah, I think the Lubin versus Bud is a great fight, and I seen Coach posted. Coach was talking about it. His Coach Cunningham, and everybody's like, "Oh, Coach Cunningham, you're setting your fighter up for failure." But it's like, nah, nigga, you can't be
That's a
scared.
big
If
fight
you lose, it's a big fight.
because Lubin, if he beats Crawford, that's a great victory. But Crawford, he has like bigger opportunities where other guys will fight him too. So it's not like really like it benefits on both sides. So it's like if I'm Lubin, I would take on Crawford, because like that's a high status, difficult fight. So I was hearing that Lubin, he
Yeah,
was supposed to fight. Oh,
no, that's true. That's true. But I think that that's a better fight for me than a fight against Eubanks Jr. I don't want to see Crawford versus Eubanks Jr. That sucks. That fucking
yeah.
sucks, man. But they go say I'm a hater. Oh, Art man, you're a hater. No, that freaking sucks. Crawford versus Eubanks, nigga. Nobody wants to see that shit, bro. You need to go ahead and fight Boots and stop playing.
Yeah. Yeah, like I really want to see Jaron Ennis fight Crawford because like I want to see Boots, become undisputed because he did say in the past he wants to become undisputed in four weight classes. But looking at how it stands at 147, like I don't know if you can agree, but if you're Boots, would you rather go up to to 154 to get more publicity and get undisputed faster, or would you stay at 147 for like a little bit more and then move up to 154?
It's like this, man. All those belts that Crawford has is gonna go to fucking Boots, man. It's gonna go to Boots one way or another. So Crawford needs to go ahead and either fight him or move up and fight uh, Lubin for the WBO belt. Because we already
Yeah, I'm
know that other
definitely.
guy.
Yeah.
What's that other guy's name that's ranked? His name's like Kelly something. He's not gonna fight fucking Bud. Hell no.
Oh, that fighter that fights at what weight class? 154 or 147?
154. It's a WBO guy at 154. His
Oh,
name's
okay,
like
yeah.
Kelly something.
Oh, yeah, actually, like I'm actually taking like a look at the WBO rankings.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Crawford. He has like really like in theory, like Crawford moving up to 154 through the WBO, is a smart move. But looking at the rankings right now, oh, you're talking about Josh Kelly, right? That UK dude, right? Yeah, Josh Kelly, and then Lubin, he's number two, and Xander Zayas, he's number three. And then Takeshi Inoue, he's number four. Slava Spomer, five, and Patrick Teixeira, six. And then Virgil, he's number seven, surprisingly. I was actually surprised that Brian Mendoza, he lost to Sergey Boyachuk, but Boyachuk, he's a monster, dude. Like he can crack. um
Didn't he get
yeah,
stopped by Brandon Adams?
yeah. Yep. Bohachuk, he got knocked out by Brandon Adams. Yeah, Brandon Adams put hands on him. Oh, there's this other Cuban fighter that's really good. Be on the lookout for him. He's actually ranked right now. Yoenis Telez. He's a beast. For those of you that don't know him, he's a really, really good, fighter. He's like, I think he's like what, like 22 years old right now, but he's a very, very good fighter. He knocked out Sergio Garcia that fought Sebastian Fundora in the past. That's that Spaniard dude that Fundora fought. That was giving him trouble, but yeah, Yoenis like knocked him out in like 2 rounds or something.
I think I seen
Oh,
that. But Big Fish
yeah.
is back, man. And the Bud fans are sick to their fucking stomach seeing Errol Spence doing steak still.
Honestly, like I'm just happy that Errol Spence is healthy and hopefully he's back in time because I don't know if you can like agree, but if he does beat Fundora, does that mean like he should just go ahead and just like should he go after Crawford or should he just go straight for undisputed and just wait for Crawford at the very end?
I think we should just take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I feel like that's going to be a thing because he needs to find a new trainer.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask you like about like the whole Derek James thing because I was surprised about that. I was like, what is going on? I don't know. Could we actually like agree to say that Derek James he could be on fraud watch as a trainer?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that. I would say Ismail Salas. He's on fraud watch because Brian Mendoza. When I saw his fight up against Sergey Boyachek, Ismail Salas wasn't even giving him any proper information. And same thing with
Some just look for
Rolly
one
too.
punch.
Yeah,
Some just look for one punch.
yeah. I'm like, dude, like I can't even like watch trainers like that anymore because they're not even smart. It's like they're just
Both his fighters lost
yeah.
same night.
The one fighter that actually won that through his corner was wait, hold on, I could actually look this up. But yeah, like Ismail Salas, he loses more than he wins. So it's like I would assume that most of his fighters should know like that he's not really like a good trainer.
Said Rolly getting stopped. Hey, that shit was funny. That shit was funny, man. And look, now like all the thrills down and fights already been settled, man. I'm really starting to look at it, and I'm just looking at the whole optics, man. Folks calling me crazy. They say, "Oh man, you crazy for thinking like this," and I understand why folks might think this. But I'm looking at Cruz, and I'm like, man, what was the testing for that fight looking like? Because Cruz looked like he really looked like the Mexican Mike Tyson in that fight, taking shots and just eating them, and then
Yeah,
stopping them, and then you can see his muscles popping out in his shoulders and shit. He got the abs and all that. I'm like, man, hold on. When did Cruz get stacked like this? And folks saying, oh, because he moved up to 140. Yeah, that could be here or there, but I don't know. I'm just gonna keep my antennas up because they do got that fine steak in Mexico, and he's from the heart of Mexico. So
yeah. I don't think Cruz is fighting fair anyway. Because if you think about it, he's not a big dude, and I really do think that 140 Pitbull Cruz is not going to last that long. And I was just thinking, like Rolly, he's way bigger than him, and if he had to cut from 180 pounds to make 135, I would think at 140 Rolly, like he would be punching way harder. And I'm just thinking, like it has to be something where Cruz he has to be cheating because there's no way that some small guy like Cruz hurts Rolly and then Rolly's just somehow just getting put on skates. In which
and
like
and then somebody
yeah,
said it. Somebody said it, broke it down on Twitter. They're like, okay, man, I get Rolly sucks and all that shit, but we know Rolly got power. He has real power because even in the fights he's losing, he can still hurt guys. Like the Barriso fight, he still hurt dude, even though he was losing. But it's like, dude, you could see Rolly landing a clear fucking cut punch. I remember it was one punch where Cruz came in and he hit him with like a chopping right hook, or it was like a right hook that Rolly threw, and
yeah.
that shit didn't even phase Cruz. And I'm like, oh shit! And I think that's what really made Rolly's confidence go down after seeing Cruz eat that shit like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, if you had like a guy like Gary Antoine fight Pitbull, I don't think Pitbull would even last that long. I think Pitbull he either is one using some means of cheating or he has like a good poker face to the point where he likes to hide it and then it's like once you hurt him like I think he's gonna crack because that type of style just coming forward just eating punches all day like that's not gonna help you as you get older and I think Pitbull he's gonna be vulnerable to that.
He said Cruz keep that chin tucked to his chest, don't he? He said, nigga, what the fuck you looking at my lips talking about something your lips look at the fuck off my dick. He said Cruz on them those Pacquiao roids. They do got
Yeah.
the same manager. He said Gary Antoine managers need to be fired, bro collecting dust. Yeah, I haven't even heard bro in a minute.
Sean Gibbons. Gary Antoine Russell, he needs to step on it, man, because really, I actually put the blame on Gary Antoine not taking the fight up against Alberto Puello, because really, Alberto Puello, like, out of all fighters, like, yes, he's a great boxer, but, he doesn't possess any power, and I'm just thinking, like, Puello, like, you gave up such a massive opportunity to, come clean, and it's like, you just, end up cheating, and then it's like, okay, well, you just gave Rolly, all the advantage, and, look at where he's at right now. So I think like, where it stands right now, it's just like, okay, well, I think what's going to end up happening is that Pitbull, he's going to probably end up cashing out at 140 because I don't think he's going to last. So if I'm Pitbull, I would probably end up unifying with like, I don't know, like Devin Haney, or you could go after like, you
Man,
know,
all that shit he was talking last night, ain't no way in fucking hell is Cruz fighting Devin Haney.
I
And
mean,
then
I
I'm
just
like,
want
I'm on Say Cheese, right?
to
Say
wait,
Say
actually, he
hold
can.
on 1 second. 1 second. For those who don't know, Say Cheese TV, that's like a blogging account or whatever. They post the Cruz highlights. Niggas in the comment section talking about some, yeah, Haney ain't ready for him, bro. Haney is not ready. I'm like, bro, are you fucking crazy? But anyways, I'm like, yeah, all right, okay. If you believe that Haney's not ready, set that shit up.
I was just gonna say, looking at the WBA rankings right now, Kenneth Sims would technically be his up and coming mandatory because Isaac Cruz is ranked number 2, and he fought Rolly. So I'm thinking inside my head, and also good enough that like my homie Nestor Bravo, he's actually ranked number 4 in the WBA. I think what's going to happen is that Pitbull is not going to unify with Devin because Devin's going to beat the living crap out of him. Subriel Matias, no, he's going to die. Tiafimo, actually, no. Tiafimo would probably beat him. I think he's going to defend the belt up against Kenneth Sims because he's actually listed number 1. And Puello, he's number 3, and Nestor, he's number 4, and Cattle is number 5. But I think Pitbull's gonna fight Kenneth, and then I think if he actually ends up beating him, I'll actually laugh about that. But I think Pitbull's gonna defend his belt at 140, and then if he gets past that, I don't think he's gonna probably end up unifying. But I think what's gonna end up happening is that Devin, he's gonna probably end up beating Sandor Martin. Well, actually no, Garcia, yeah, Ryan Garcia. I'm sorry, and then
Sims versus Cruz is actually not a bad fight, actually. But
yeah,
Sims
yeah.
is the type of guy that ruin parties, man. He definitely
So yeah,
he ruined what's that brother? What's that guy name? Elvis. He got Elvis
yeah,
got him fired from Top Rank. That's fucked up. All because he lost.
yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't even know what's gonna happen because if he beats Pitbull, I would say 140 will be easily unified
The
a
way
lot.
the way those Mexicans was turning up for fucking Cruz, man. I know they're already looking at dollar signs, man. They're gonna put him in there against somebody else to make him. He's not gonna go in there and fight somebody tough and lose. Hell no, they're gonna milk the fuck out of her. And he got a belt. They're gonna milk it.
Yeah,
They're gonna milk the fuck
yeah,
out of it.
yeah, they're going to just take advantage of Pitbull, and Pitbull's gonna be used as like a scapegoat hype job.
Fucking
So
Mike Tyson's gonna walk out fucking Pitbull Cruz one of these days. You already know it.
I mean, how about Pitbull versus Regis Prograis? That's a good fight, right?
It is. That is actually a good fight. But you know how PBC rock, man. They're not gonna fight somebody off of that's not with PBC right for that type of fight. They're not gonna bring in somebody to fight their champion from another network.
Yeah,
So that Kenneth Sims fight might be real.
yeah, because Kenneth Sims, he doesn't punch like that, but he can box very, very well. And Pitbull, he's not really like a good mover when it comes to like somebody that can box with him.
But
Because
Kenneth and the matchmakers probably looking at it too, because they're like, okay, yeah, Kenneth, he can fuck around outbox our guy. but he'll fuck around and fade against Cruz and get stopped, and that's a big W for Cruz because that's a black dude, slick boxer, and you stop him. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think Kenneth Sims is gonna fight him because he fought Baktir Akhmedov to a majority decision victory.
Oh shit! I forgot about Mauricio. They might make Mauricio versus.
Oh, also, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just
Oh
about to say,
shit!
I was
That's
just about. Oh wait, hold on.
oh.
I was actually just about to say that because Ismael Barroso, I actually spoke with his promoter, Laura Ching. She's with MNR Promotion. She's like the promoter for it. This is like way back then. Like I was at the Nestor Bravo fight, if I'm not mistaken, back in August. She told me that after Rolly was going to fight Pitbull, quote unquote, to like basically like Barroso was gonna fight O'Hara Davies. That was set in stone. But after Rolly was going to get past whoever he was gonna fight, Barroso was going to be that next person to fight anyway. So yeah, I totally forgot about that because I was like thinking like, oh well, what happens with Barroso? Is he gonna get faded out or is he gonna get a shot? But I think he's gonna end up fighting Pitbull, and then actually Pitbull, he could very well get stopped because Barroso, he could hit. Like
Punch, punch for
yeah,
oh man, that's gonna be a firefight right there. That's just gonna be
yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah. Barroso versus Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull's not he's not gonna defend his belt easily at 140. It's gonna be worse.
Pitbull should already be talking about fighting. He should fuck around and try to fight on motherfucking Canelo card. Nah, that's
Yeah,
too.
I was just about to say that. That makes sense.
Wait, when is Canelo fighting? May 30th or something?
Yeah, May. Shit. I'm looking at his box rec right now. Damn, Canelo. He's 33 years old. Wow. Uh, he is fighting Jaime May 4th, so less than a month away.
Oh, that's not enough time. I was gonna say he could fuck around and hop on that card.
Dang. I'm not even liking this fight with Jaime Munguia because Jaime, he's just gonna get beat up.
I just look at the poster and I could just tell looking at the poster it's a mismatch. Canelo in the poster, you could tell he looks like a fucking veteran, like he knows what the fuck he's doing. He's been here for a minute. And then Munguia looks like a fucking fresh ass, green ass nigga with no fucking experience, really. And I know folks, oh, he's not green because he has 40 something fucking fights. He will always be green to Canelo because Canelo started this shit before him. And on top of that, Canelo's still more skilled than him. Munguia has no skills. I mean,
Yeah,
he has good offense. I ain't gonna say he has no skills. He has good offense, but he just doesn't have defense, and he's gonna get hit with one of them Canelo fucking left hooks. But that's just gonna look like Oscar Valdez versus the dude who just fought.
Liam Wilson, Liam.
Yeah, the Leah Wilson fight. It's gonna
Yeah,
look like,
that was a good fight. I mean, Oscar Valdez, he.
yeah, that's gonna be hell yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, like I like to see. Uh, I want to see Oscar Valdez fight. Who's that one dude? I want to see him fight him next.
Foster versus what you call again, Valdez. I think they're gonna make that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a big fight. I'm actually for that fight.
Did Valdez win a belt, or am I tweaking?
No, Valdez, he got the interim WBO title, so I believe he will be the mandatory to I think it's for Navarrete vacated title, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Because I don't think anybody's like a champion in there.
Man, what you think about 160? 160 looking fucking crazy. That looks like a fucking weird box division.
Yeah, 160 is looking pretty weak right now. I don't think 160 is actually going to be supremely competitive for a while. Also, I was going to say Elijah Garcia. He's actually ranked number two in the WBA, and I think he could actually get a shot to fight Erislandy Lara.
So Adames not willing to fight Lara because they're both Cuban.
Oh yeah, Adonis who?
Oh wait, or Adames Dominican.
Oh yeah. Carlos Adames. If I'm not mistaken, he should be able to get the WBC title because I don't know what's going on with Jamal Charlo, but Jamal Charlo he should probably come back to the sport soon. Otherwise,
I at this point I'm fully convinced my theory is right. The only reason why the WBC is not fucking with Charlo and trying to snatch his belt away is because they want to somehow use his WB status to make a Canelo fight, make it reasonable.
yeah,
Say, oh, he's the champion.
yeah.
So therefore, that skips over the mandatory WBC. Now that David Benavidez talking about he's fighting at 175, they'll fuck around if Charlo move up to 168. They'll fuck around him and make him the mandatory for fucking Canelo Alvarez. You see how that works? But they can say I'm tweaking. He said said Shock want Roach Summer to Valdez fall. Yeah, I want to see that. Man, I actually want to see more brothers fighting. Real shit.
Oh, I was gonna ask you. I heard Raymond Ford was going to. Well, I heard Raymond Ford wants Oshaki Foster. Do you think that's a good fight next, or?
It is. That's a good fight. But I don't think that fight's gonna happen. DAZN, Eddie Hearn, they not. I don't think they think about making that. But I don't know. Bob Arum, if Bob Arum believes that his fighter can beat the guy at the next network, Bob Arum might be willing to make that Ford versus motherfucking.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
wasn't who's Ford signed to? DAZN, right?
Yeah. He signed with
Yeah,
Matchroom with
was
with Eddie Hearn.
first DAZN signee to win a title from starting from with DAZN
Yeah,
like that. Like he's the first official DAZN fighter to win a title.
yeah. Like I mean,
Started pro career with DAZN and he won a title.
yeah. I would say so because Raymond Ford, to my understanding, he was one of Eddie's first signed fighters. Coming up.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm proud of him. I made some actually made a design of that fight, his last fight, and put on the hoodie. He's rocking with it. Might see you, y'all might see some art man Raymond Ford fucking apparel for his next fight. Never know.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I was actually gonna say,
So
how did you look at that fight with him and Kamatov? Because I thought that was a difficult fight, but Raymond, Raymond did really good in that fight, but that was a really difficult fight.
that fight kind of reminded me of the Oshaki fight.
Oh yeah, up against Eduardo Hernandez.
It really did. Am I tripping, or do you think it's kind of
No,
similar?
no, no. I actually do like agree. I think Eduardo Hernandez, replicated the same thing what Kamatov did because they were both thinking that that the judges were going to save them, and then Raymond he came out of his way like Oshaki to beat him up to knock him out.
He had that man running. They said black fighters running. Hell no, that was full running right there. Actually haven't seen that in a while where a fighter actually turns his back and starts running away. Raymond Ford must have been throwing some fucking steam on them punches in that 12th round.
Yeah, he did his
Before
thing. He actually was really conditioned too.
he's not gonna be the five versus Nick Ball. Oh shit. He probably wants some more bread. It's probably hard making that weight. Man, like you gotta really think about it. Like, if you're killing your body to make these weights, you want to get paid, dude. That whole like I'm not saying I know how much he's getting paid, but I'm pretty sure there's more money in fighting guys like Oshaki Foster and shit like that over a guy like Nick Ball, you know. So I feel like if he's not going to be getting those type of fights, he's going to probably try to move up. What weight class is he in?
He's at 126 right now.
126 or what? He's planning on moving to 130?
I'm not too sure if he had recently said that, but I would say he should.
About Foster, so I
Huh?
can see. I heard him
Yeah.
talking about Foster, so I can see some shit like that happening.
I don't see like I don't understand why Foster, you know, like I think Foster would take that fight honestly because it's like that makes sense because it's like you could have that down in Texas, you could bring that to like a really big arena like like the I don't know uh
The Alamo,
I could yeah Alamo Dome, like easily could sell that out down in Dallas or down in Houston. I think that will easily sell and I think
Raymond Ford versus Oshaki Foster in Houston.
yeah, definitely Houston because Oshaki he's from Houston if I'm not mistaken. So I think that will definitely do good for the black community down there and go for it. Get all the fans down there and you could easily sell that place out most definitely, man. I would actually like to see it at the Dallas Mavericks stadium. That would be a big fight. Definitely a big fight. I would definitely pay lots of money to go see that. Most definitely. I was also gonna say, why not have it down in San Antonio? That would be awesome too. San Antonio Stadium or Houston Rockets Stadium. For the San Antonio Spurs. That would be awesome, man. But I think Oshaki, versus Raymond Ford should be the next fight. But as he did mention, he did say he wanted to fight Roach, which I don't mind that fight because I actually think Roach is a very, very good fighter, and I'd like to see both of them fight each other, and then Raymond Ford, he could actually get the winner. But I actually want to mind, let the Stay Busy fight with Nick Ball and then move up. So therefore, he doesn't sacrifice himself at 126, and then he could just, get away and move up and yeah, like he can get away from 126 and then move up to 130. So just go ahead and do that. Hello. um Lotto versus Danny looks to be next. That was the original fight. uh yeah, I think from that viewpoint, I did hear Danny say at the interview during the Tim Zoo and Fundora fight where Brian Custer did ask him like about that, and to my knowledge, that probably will end up happening because I like Arislandi Lara, but I don't really think he's gonna be staying around forever. So I think he should go ahead and fight Danny, have that at like the Barclays Center or anywhere that could sell really big, and just go ahead and just max out. That's all. But
Okay,
yeah,
hey, I gotta get up out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at you
okay,
in a little bit.
all right, okay, all right. Have a good night.